We also had the FIFA awards this week. Now, we had a couple of conversations, and Paul, I know you had a few thoughts as well, but Chloe, these awards, great that the players can kind of vote for each other and it's like peer nominated, but the actual best 11 team was from the fans as well. So Chloe, is there any meaning behind these awards, do you think? Or is it just a nice little, oh, thanks very much?
I think the one voted for by peers, you can see some bit of sort of favouritism in there. Sorry. I mean, you had, I think Sam Kerr voted for the coach of the year was Emma Hayes. Sonia Burnham.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember the first one. I was like, okay.
Yeah, because it's interesting because they release who people voted for, don't they? And it's like,
I think there's some bias in there, but also we found there can be some bias in there, really. But yeah, it's nice, but yeah, there will be whoever's voting. There's going to be some sort of, I'd like to see my favourite in there, or maybe not totally on the football, really.
Paul, would you make of these FIFA Best Awards?
I'm not a fan of these awards anyway, because they're like a circle jerk. Anyway, they're like a football circle jerk in their own way anyway. and like you say, it's friends fighting for friends.
Mm.
The FIFA best 11 was an absolute atrocity. Like
6 of the 11 being Barcelona players, just to add that in. Yeah.
Oh, and which team has the highest fan? Which women's team has the biggest fan base on the planet? Oh, weird that. the most, it's like if you had a goal of the month competition in the WSL that was voted by the fans, it'd be won by Arsenal every or Chelsea. They just switch it back and forth depending on who could be asked to vote that week.
Yeah. Wow. No, you're absolutely right. It's
the players don't care. They don't, what they know. At a certain level, you know how good you are and how you compare to everybody else and whether you deserve to be in that team.
Yeah.
And most of the Barcelona players are getting picked off a farmers league. Like, sorry, the Spanish league is a farmers league still. It's like you've got, and this is a debate that you have. And yes, they still do well in Europe, but there's the constant argument that the only games Barcelona are legitimately tested in are the latter stages of the Champions League every season.
Yeah, and it's the Spanish FA. They've got to do something, about it to stop, to make it more competitive, because it's got to be boring for Barcelona to win again. But yeah, they love the competition. You can tell when they get to these stages. But speaking of Barcelona, so Aitana Bonmatí, of course, won Best Women's Player again, with a very close second and third. I don't know if anyone saw the scores. Barbara Banda came in second, friend of the pod, and Caroline Graham Hansen got third as well. Graham Hansen, another one underrated and not as hyped by the majority. Those who watch and know she's a talented player will obviously always support her. And Emma Hayes won Best Women's Coach as well. And of course, Marta won the Marta Award in its inaugural year, of course. Imagine if it went to someone else. And the Marta Award goes to whoops.
Marta Cordero.
Different Marta. But yeah, so Marta won the award named after her. And as we said, 6 of the best 11 were Barcelona players. The others who made up the team are, I've got it up. So I had Paralluelo and Graham Hansen as our 2 forwards. We had Bonmatí, Paul's best mate, Lindsay Horan, Patrick Guijarro, and Gabi Portillo. Then in defence, we had Onabaje, Irina Paredes, Naomi Girma, Lucy Bronze, and in goal, we had Nair. as well, from the USA. So
like Irina Paredes is not even the best defender on Barcelona. How the hell is she in that team?
Again, she's good, but I wouldn't say she was like world leader. World best.
Wendy Renard is twice the defender Irina Paredes is, literally.
Yeah. You should have been in. Yeah. In fact, let's riot. Let's go. Let's demand a recount.